Some people find inspiration in those they find themselves similar to. Someone who has similar passion or talent to themselves. Someone who has paved the way and set the standard in their field for generations to come. For people like myself, a theater/film nerd, Bob Fosse was the first to come to mind in regards to inspiration. Robert Louis Fosse, also known as Bob Fosse, was an American dancer, choreographer, and director that completely changed musicals with his style of dancing and created many famous musical films throughout his career. His use of props during intricate dance numbers and comedic storylines for darker plots made musicals more entertaining and dynamic to watch. He began his career as a child dancing professionally when he was only 13 years old. He would later find himself in the U.S. Navy, assigned to the entertainment unit. After leaving the Navy in 1947, he ventured off to New York City, where he studied acting and performed in several Broadway shows, including his debut performance, Dance Me a Song. He would later decide to take a shot at film, producing a multitude of musical movies, most famously known for his work in Cabaret in 1972. Fosse's unique style and out-of-the-box choreography made his directing notable. His ability to combine his love for performance and film has inspired me to do the same. His talent knew no bounds, getting him numerous awards, and I hope to one day have made a similar impact in film and the theater community.
Peanut butter is so bad.
Peanut butter.
Oh,
That's good.
peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
Sometimes we're inspired by someone who's never afraid to be their authentic self, no matter whose attention they command. Take Celine Dion, for example. She is arguably one of the biggest female artists of the 1990s, spawning multiple albums in this decade alone that sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Many people consider her to be one of the best singers in the world. No matter how prestigious the accolades that people attach to her are, there is never a moment where she presents herself in a snobby manner. In fact, there are many times where Celine has embarrassed herself for the sake of making others laugh. For example, this is admirable to me because people tend to look down on everyone else once they've reached the top, suggesting that some situations and actions are beneath their station. Celine serves as a reminder to me that, as successful as you could become in life, at any point that success could be taken, emphasizing the importance of remaining humble and being grateful for all that life offers.
Cling to. Somebody wants something standing in their way of getting it.
Aaron Sorkin, award-winning screenwriter and playwright, is what I find to be the model of a perfect writer. He studied what he knows from Aristotle and David Mamet. He wrote an award-winning play and screenplay before he was 30.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
And he has maintained a level of quality storytelling that has not often been matched since his breakout. Aaron Sorkin, however, would not agree that he is a good model, making him an even greater inspiration in my opinion.
So if you see something, you don't like it, it's not working, figure out why. If you see something and you do like it, and it's working, figure out why.
He always suggests that writers let inspiration come from other authors, rather than attempting to mimic another. Sorkin tells writers that the only voice worth speaking in is their own. Besides his power as a writer, Sorkin also passionately believes in progressive action for equality and speaks on it often in his films. He discusses topics of moral ambiguity, civil rights, and ethics in his works, but the list goes on. He believes in the good within people and strives to make others believe it as well through his work. Sorkin is not only a writing inspiration to me, but a moral inspiration by way of his empathy and compassion.
You can't write like anybody but yourself.
Although it is just as effective to look at a public figure as a role model, sometimes the best role models are right in your home. My stepmother is a filmmaker, actor, writer, and producer, and it has been for the majority of her life. But her progress was slowed down when she settled down and had 2 children. She became a stay-at-home mother and moved her home base from Chicago to Raleigh, North Carolina. And although she loved her family and loved being a mother, there wasn't much for her to do in North Carolina that would fulfill her artistic needs. For the last few years, she's been trying to revive her career and get back to her roots. Being so close to her and learning from her allowed me to see how important it was to follow my dreams. She taught me how to fight for what I want and to not second guess myself. She had many people in her life tell her how she should live it, and she could have easily given up, but she learned to love herself again despite all the setbacks. She has found that second wind to discover her fulfillment and bring happiness into her heart. One of the biggest things I learned from her was perseverance, and it helps that she's in my industry, so it helps me to see the pathways that she takes and learn the ways of the industry. She has helped me to see the truth in the face of adversity and be a stronger advocate for myself and my dreams.